Ann-Louise Hittle joins me now. She's with Wood Mackenzie. Thanks so much for joining us. Today, a very, very busy day here at the International Energy Forum. People from around the world gathered here and from very, very diverse backgrounds here. How important is this dialogue?
It's actually very important, and it was a fantastic opportunity for all of us to be here together in one room for an entire day, sharing content. It's particularly important right now with the collapse in oil prices that we've seen and the question of how long is this going to last.
And again, that's the question in everybody's mind, and if we had the answers, we'd be the winners really in this one. Again, it's something that people really, while they're wondering about that and why they're working through it, it's a question of survival these days, isn't it, for a lot of the companies?
Yes, it's very much survival. If there's one theme that came through in the session, that it was that in the process of companies trying to survive, they're cutting their capital expenditure by enormous amounts. And all of that has implications for the balance between supply and demand. In the medium-term future, we actually could see not enough supply because of the way companies are cutting prices just to survive in this environment.
And again, that lack of investment at the moment here, that seemed to be a theme going on. There was a big discussion about the impact of low oil price on the fundamental supply and demand. Again, how did you find that dialogue and the openness, really, how people they're concerned, but were very open, I found, in that discussion?
It was really amazing, actually, to see the openness between competitors, between companies, different major oil companies, between the IEF, OPEC, and IEA. Very open dialogue about the implications of these low prices. Therefore, we were able to really share ideas and to try to get a sense of when is this tightness in supply going to come. The consensus is that there will be a major impact, has been a major impact on supply, and we're going to see a tightening of the supply and demand balance. There was a real sense of that, but the question is when will that happen? And that we couldn't quite answer because of these unknown factors that we're all wrestling with.
At a time of such uncertainty, when you look at the outlooks, I'm sure the analysts are looking carefully, and of course at Wood Mackenzie you're looking at your own as well as everybody else's when you look at the outlooks. How important is it that we look at comparative outlooks like what Duke University has done here with the IEA and the OPEC outlook under the focus with IEF?
Well, as a company, Wood Mackenzie creates a long-term outlook similar to what the presentations covered today. So just for us, as a company that works with the industry, it was very beneficial to see these different outlooks and to see what the differences are and where they come from, and that the work that's been done by the IEF in order to create more similarities between the baselines and the assumptions. So it was very beneficial to see the outcomes of that and where their differences are.
And among the work that you're doing at Wood Mackenzie, what are your key factors at the moment in terms of what you're looking at? What recent reports have you been working on?
We've been looking first at cash costs. When will prices get low enough in order to cut off supply production? We've been looking very much at the impact of low oil prices, similar to some of the presentations today. Which projects are being deferred? Which of these major projects that bring on a lot of supply are being deferred? We're also looking at whether or not U.S. supply can continue to survive in this kind of low price environment, and what will happen to U.S. supply when prices start to go up. So very much focused on the supply issue, but longer term, we are wrestling with demand and the threat to oil demand potentially from some sort of breakthrough in technology.